Even as the arch-revenant Druanti led her Sylvaneth warriors deeper into the Enclave's tunnels from above, Loon Boss Zagat was herding his wildly bounding warriors into the Enclave from below. This mad-eyed loon had a simple mission: steal the crystal prism for Scragrot, no matter the cost. Loon Boss Zagat whooped with elation, and his cries echoed back to him from the cavern's distant walls. His giant cave squig, Gnashface, gave a burbling roar of its own and bounded all the harder as it sensed bloodshed in the offering. Zagat had led his squigalanch along the deep tunnels and squirming roads that wound their way through the bedrock of Iada. They had bounced madly along lightless tunnels, scrabbled through tight crawlways, splashed through underground rivers, and ricocheted through moist trunks of fungal forest, and now, at last, they were nearing their destination. The tree thingies had their lair in the tunnels ahead. Zagat could tell from the revolting smell of pure waters and clean growth that reached his flaring nostrils. Well, he thought, he and the lads would soon make a mess of whatever mork-forsaken Sylvaneth they found up ahead. Scragrot had given Zagat a job to do, and you didn't reach the heady heights of power that Zagat had, nor indeed keep your head attached to your shoulders and your back knife free by failing to obey the Loon King's demands. Zagat glanced around, making sure that his squigalanch was keeping pace. Mobs of squighoppers and boingrot bounders bounced madly along in his wake, their snarling steeds belligerently determined to keep up with the much larger Gnashface. Their rivers mostly clung on for dear life, though as they felt their boss's eyes upon them, a few made a show of brandishing their weapons and attempting to steer their squigs anywhere other than whatever in the realms the idiot beasts felt like going. At their heels, the squig herders raised a phenomenal din as they clashed their cymbals, squeezed shrieking dirges from their squig pipes, and generally harassed their cave squig herds into scampering in the right direction. A few of the grizzled little grots would probably get eaten by bad-tempered squigs before they made it to battle, thought Zagat, but the ones who survived would be more than enough to play merry hell with the Enclave's defenders. Zagat's keen eyes picked out a weird light seeping through a root-encircled tunnel entrance. He felt his pulse quicken. It was the light of the Bad Moon. He had seen that strange light once before, during the eclipse over Badhaven, and he knew its sickly rays anywhere. Zagat kicked his heels into his squig's flanks and powered forward, he and his warriors surging into the Sylvaneth tunnels below. They needed to reach the underground lake at the Enclave's heart, but Zagat reckoned they could have a bit of fun on the way there. It was time to wreak some havoc, he thought, and he let out an almighty whoop.